are listening to the most original talk radio station anywhere. We are LA Talk Radio at latalkradio.com.
You're listening to Question Reality. Question Reality with Priscilla Leona. Priscilla Leona. Only on LA Talk Radio.
Hi, welcome to Question Reality. I'm your host, Priscilla Leona, and we are coming to you live from Los Angeles, California. Our show is broadcast every Sunday from 5 p.m. to 5:50 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Now, if this is your first time tuning in, our show will help you to question your career reality. This show is for you if you're considering a career in the entertainment industry. Our guests will provide you with advice and resource information on how and what it takes to successfully pursue a career in show business. Now, our guests work in various professions and they're at different stages of their career. So that means that we will definitely have someone on the show who will be able to help you with your show business career questions. So you have to listen every Sunday, every single Sunday. Now, if you want to check out our past guests, read their bios, listen to their interview instantly, or download one of the shows, go to the LA Talk Radio website. That's latalkradio.com. Click on the link at the top of the website that says Channel 1. Scroll down and look for the graphic of our show, Question Reality, and you click the link. Now, this will take you to our archive page, and that's where you can view the list of all of our past guests from 2008 until today. And our shows are also available for download on iTunes under the podcast section, and we're also on Stitcher.com. Just type Question Reality Radio in the search box, and there we are. Now, if you want to find out about our future guests, all of the guests for the whole entire year, you have to visit the official Question Reality website. That's a different website. That address is questionrealityradioshow.com, questionrealityradioshow.com. And we have some fantastic guests coming for you. I'm so excited. We've got Tony Dyson, who was the original creator for the movie Star Wars. Oh, I'm so excited. He lives on an island in Malta. So we're going to be talking to him from Malta. How exciting is that? And we have Erin Gray. Remember Erin Gray? She was the mom on Silver Spoons. We loved her so much. She was on, oh my God, she's been on so many things. Recently, just Star Trek, the web series, which is a huge hit. And she was on there with Lou Ferrigno. Remember The Incredible Hulk? So we got her. We got Alan Half, who is the star of Auction Hunters. Love that show. You know, I'm a reality television fanatic, so I'm so excited about him coming on. And we got so many other people that are exciting and interesting coming on. So you have to listen every week or go actually to the questionrealityradioshow.com website. And you can check out all of the exciting guests. Now, by the way, if you enjoyed listening to the show, which I'm sure you do, and you believe in our goal to inspire and motivate and educate people on what it takes to pursue a successful career in the entertainment industry, then I want you to please consider helping to support our financial efforts. So this is so we can cut down on advertisements and just have the guests do the whole entire show. So you can do this by going to our website. Oh my gosh, I got something in my throat. I don't know what it is. questionrealityradioshow.com, questionrealityradioshow.com, and click on our Amazon.com link to order all of your products. So basically you click on the link, it takes you to Amazon, and then you just log in, do your own thing, whatever's going on. There's some bots or something. I don't know how it works, but you just click on the link and then do your regular shopping. And this will help us so much with our ongoing financial efforts to keep the show on the air. So thank you so much for giving us some of your coins. I think we get a penny per order. Not sure, but every little bit helps. Thank you. As always, we have a fantastic guest for you today. This lady, I was just speaking with her a couple of minutes before the show, and I wanted to show her somehow emphatically express how much I appreciate her coming on the show. I've been harassing her for years because when I first found out about her, I said, "Oh my God, she's so impressive. She's everything that I aspire to be. I have to have her on the show." And today is the lucky day. We have Sheila O, who is queen of the red carpet. She is the queen. Now, I want you to check out her website. It's SheilaOShow.com. SheilaOShow.com. She is also on Twitter and Facebook. So I'm sure if you type in Sheila O, you will find her. But check out her website, and she's got a lot of exciting things coming up. Now, we're going to talk to her in a couple of minutes, but I just wanted to tell you guys, I'm a little sadula. This is a Kardashian word. You know, I'm obsessed with being a Kardashian. You know, I pick up every word on the Kardashian show. I'm a little sad about the end of my 8-year love affair with the television show Psych. As you know, it just went off Wednesday night, and it was so devastating. I was crying. You know, my husband laughs at me. He says, "I don't understand why you get so attached to these shows." But it was on for 8 years, and it was like ending a relationship. I get so attached to the characters, and I nearly have meltdowns when these shows go off the air. And my friend Ashley Hall, she worked on the show for so many years as a post-production coordinator, and she told me how fun it was to work on the show and how lovely all of the principal actors were, James Roday and Dooley Hill. And I'm so bummed out that I didn't have an opportunity to have a small part on that show. I should have put it on my bucket list, damn it. But, you know, what are you going to do? So anyway, thank you, Psych, for 8 years. You guys were so wonderful. One of the best shows in the world. Hopefully there's going to be another great show to fall in love with. Not too impressed with the current lineup since Breaking Bad, but I hear it's going to have a spinoff. So hopefully that's a reality. Now, speaking of reality, let's get back to questioning your career reality today by getting advice from a woman who knows what it takes to be a hit in Hollywood, Sheila O. So let me tell you a little bit about her, and I hope I get this right, or she can fill you in if I get it wrong. But recently, Sheila O was featured in an article for Shine On Hollywood magazine, and she was labeled, I mean, if you're going to be labeled something, this is what you want to be labeled: Queen of the Red Carpet. For everyone who's an aspiring host for a celebrity-type situation, you want to be labeled Queen of the Red Carpet in Hollywood. Oh my gosh. She's interviewed so many film and television and major Grammy award-winning recordist artists. Some of them they include George Clinton, the Supremes, Claudette Robinson, Little Anthony, Kashif, Thelma Houston. Oh, I love Thelma Houston. Mike Epps, oh, I love him too. Kim Whitley, Mary, Natalie Cole, love her. Ruben Studdard, Paul Jackson Jr., Tonax, Cuba Gooding Sr., Kurt Carr, Evelyn Champagne King, one of my favorites, Mickey Stevens, and the list goes on and on and on and on and on and on and on. And Sheila O is the most requested red carpet interviewer for award shows. Some of them include Herbie Awards, the BET Awards, Black Music Awards, Sonoma Relief Benefit Concert, Stevie Wonder's House of Toys, radio station KJLH Gospel Festival, Hollywood Black Film Festival, In Action Family Community. I think I need a drink. And the list goes on and on and on. This woman is like the hottest thing in town. Woo! Let's try that again. In Action Family Network Community Awards, Touching Lives Award TV show. And of course, we're going to talk about this a little later because hopefully I'm going to get nominated for something. Sheila O has her own award show coming up. I don't know. We got to find out how we can be nominated. Like, I don't know. It would be a dream to be on a Sheila O. award show, but we're going to find out if it's a reality for us. She is also the sole owner of Sheila La Productions. That is a cool name, Sheila La. I think I'm going to steal that and do Priscilla La Productions. Priscilla, I like that. The Sheila O Show, and she's also, she has Sheila La Domestic Distribution and O Records. And you want to go to her website again, SheilaOShow.com. So without further ado, Sheila O, oh my God, thank you so much for being on the show.
Well, thank you for having me. Thank you for having me. Thank you very much.
Oh, you're so welcome. I think we could have just dedicated the whole entire hour to just bullet pointing all of the awards, all of the celebrities, everybody that you've... I mean, you are so incredible, just so impressive. You've got so many things going on. I know we're not going to cover all of them, but let's just start out with the Sheila O Show. Now, you're getting, from what I understand, you're getting ready for this show, and you just opened your beautiful new studio in Downey, right in the middle of the OC, and I can't believe it. You got free parking. Well, I think you get free parking anywhere, but we're in downtown LA and Beverly Hills. Oh my gosh, parking's crazy. So that's a feature, I would imagine. Now, what is going on? Tell me about the Sheila O Show and your beautiful new studio. What is it all about?
Listen, the studio is fabulous. Thank you so much for asking. The studio is fabulous. It actually will seat. I mean, I did look in Hollywood, and I looked in Santa Monica, and I looked everywhere, but I found this fabulous studio in Downey, California, and it is right in the middle of OC and Los Angeles, so I can pull that audience in from both counties. Mm-hmm. The studio will seat probably about a good 750 people. However, and it's that enough parking, free parking as well, which you can't find that, in Hollywood.
Exactly. That's a perk right there, because it's really hard getting people. A lot of people don't realize this. It depends who you are, but the first thing I think about personally when I'm invited to go somewhere, the first thing I ask is, what's the parking situation? It's very important. And people who live in Iowa, they don't understand this, but it's very hard. So when you're about to start any sort of an endeavor, you want to make sure that your location is in an area where there's free parking, because I would imagine that with your show that you're going to have a constant influx of people that will be coming, and that is an incentive for them to have free parking. Now, what's going on? What is the Sheila O Show about?
Oh my God, it's going to be so much fun. The show is going to be so much fun. It's going to have so much energy. We're going to be talking to people that are moving and shaking in this city. We're going to be getting some of the new recording artists. We're going to have some of the A-list artists as well. However, we do want to showcase some of the new people that are coming with their sound, and we're going to have that, and we're going to have authors of books, and we're going to be talking to comedians. We're going to be talking to everybody.
So it's
everybody
not just...
that's moving and shaking in the city.
So it's going to be singers, actors, dancers. So basically everybody that I have like on my show, it's a wide array. Singers, actors, dancers, models, musicians, anyone that's in the entertainment industry, creating some buzz, ready to move on with their career. They're going to be on your show, correct? And
absolutely.
So is it going to be a combination of an interview and a performance?
Yes, it is. We will be interviewing, and at the end of the show is when we're going to have the artists perform their hit or whatever. But then after that, then we're going to have the audience involved with a couple of things as well. Audience will be involved with the show as well. So it's going to be really, really nice.
What are they going to do? Are you going to be like Oprah and give away gifts? Are we going to get a gift, Sheila? What are we getting?
Well, we always have to give away something, right? We have to give something
away. I mean, gosh.
I won't be giving away cars, though.
Wow. So
but yes, the audience will be involved with the show.
Wow. Okay. And now, what if you have an actor that comes on? I imagine it's just going to be an interview. But if you're anything other than an actor, like a singer, I don't know what other type of talent you're going to have. But is there a separate area set up for the performance?
Oh, absolutely, because the studio is huge.
Oh,
and
wow.
so we have, it's going to be gorgeous. It's going to be beautiful. The set is going to be beautiful, and it's going to be very elegant. And so I'm very excited about it because it's going to be something a little different than what we're used to seeing on television.
Now,
and the other really nice, yes.
I'm sorry, how is it going to, so I'm seeing in my mind sort of a late night television setup where there's the section area, the interview area. How are you going to make the Sheila O different? What is going to be different about the Sheila O show?
Well, again, because Sheila O is a little bit different than everybody else that's out there. And because I love music so much and I love having fun. So that's what I want to make the show, but I also want to make it very elegant as well. We also are going to be doing a lot of fashion. So we want to kind of bring back that elegance to Hollywood again, if you will.
You're going to be bringing my girl, hopefully we'll be bringing on my girl Tyra.
Hopefully.
Well, I don't, as long as we're not doing Naomi Campbell, she's scary. She's a little scary. Even though I'm watching The Face now, I'm big into fashion. And of course she's the executive producer or the producer, but I know she's the woman over there. And like last season, of course, I think her girl won. And every single challenge, it's like she wins practically every challenge. So I'm like, how much more fixed could this show be, Naomi? I'm just waiting for her to knock somebody out on the show. She's going to hit somebody sooner or later. But she's so beautiful, though. I mean, oh my God, she's so beautiful. And she really, she's a superstar on the runway. So, you got to give her props. But oh my gosh, are you going to have like a fashion show? Possibly?
Yes, we are going to have fashion show. Absolutely. Wow. And not only are we having fashion show for women, we're bringing men involved in this time. So we're going to have a lot of fashion show for the men as well.
Now you're talking. Now you're talking. I want to see Tyrese up there. My God, he is so good. Or Rob Evans, who is beautiful. I think he's on Tyra's show. Oh my God, we gotta have the men, and hopefully you'll be doing a bikini line when the men come on. So. Hopefully we'll be seeing that. My God. Well, that sounds really exciting. When are you slotted to, this is going to be television, correct? Or is this going to be cable or web series?
Well, you know what? It's going to be television. However, we also are going to be streaming, so it can be worldwide.
Okay.
So everyone can see it. So it's going to be really good.
So what should we... Okay, so you're going to start airing, shooting, and then airing live when? What is your launch date?
Our target date, we're looking in the month of June. So we're working on everything right now, and we're almost done with the production. So we're looking for June.
Okay, so you've already started the process. You're already done. You're in post-production. You're ready to air, or are you going to be doing this live?
No, we're not doing it live. But even though some of them we may do live, we may do a couple of shows live, but starting out, we'll be taping it.
Okay. And where can we keep most up to date about when it starts? Are you going to be doing a whole social media blitz, Facebook, Twitter? Do we go to your website? Where can we not miss it? And where can, where are we going to be?
Right. I will be doing that. Actually, not me personally, but we will have.
Your
it will
people.
Be on Twitter.
Your people. Your team. Go ahead, Sheila. Come on, don't be afraid. You got a team now, girl. You can just say my team.
I have a team.
My team.
I do actually.
Okay,
but yes, it will be on all of social media. It will be on the website, as you mentioned earlier, SheilaOshow.com. And so it'll be everywhere, and everyone will see it. It will be everywhere.
Okay,
so we're excited about it.
okay, so obviously one member of your team is out there. I don't know if you're the person who's deciding at this particular point who you want to be a guest, but if it's not you, you have a person who's saying, "Oh, I think this would be a great guest." If there's someone that is interested in being on your show, how does one submit for? Are they submitting for it? Are you having a casting thing? How are you getting your guest on the show? What is your process right now?
Actually, we're doing the cast. We're doing that as well. But if someone is interested and they want to come on the show, they can just send an email to SheilaO@SheilaOShow.com, and the person will see that. They're looking at all the emails that are coming in and contacting everyone that's sending those emails in, because we don't want to miss anybody.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we are doing the casting thing as well for different things. But if they do want to come on the show, definitely email SheilaO@SheilaOShow.com, and they will definitely hear back from our team. That's for sure.
And is your show more intermediate and advanced, or can people ready to move on? What is it limited to? Like a person who, say, has been on a couple television shows, would they be a candidate for your show? Or someone who's produced some films, would they be able to qualify to come on your show?
Absolutely. Films, plays, all of that definitely can come on. Absolutely.
They have bands. It doesn't matter what type of band, country, rap. Okay.
Right.
So basically,
every genre of music.
So basically, just submit and someone will get back to you, people, okay? Somebody over one of Sheila's team will get back to you. Okay, so recently you were featured in an article for Shine On Hollywood magazine, and they touted you as queen of the red carpet in Hollywood. First of all, I'm sure you've been in many articles, but let's talk about Shine On Hollywood. How did that come to be? What was the article about? And who labeled you queen of the red carpet?
Well, that's an interesting story. I was actually on a red carpet when I met the gentleman that owns this magazine. He walked the carpet, and I was interviewing him, and the next thing I knew, I heard from him the next day.
Wow.
I think because he was telling me how comfortable he felt with me on the carpet, and I hear that from just about everyone that does walk the carpet and interviewed by me. They always say, "I feel like I know you. You're so sweet, and the questions were nice. You weren't harsh, and I don't know. It just came to be. So that's the name."
Mm-hmm. I know. I hear you. And I get the same thing. And I'm like, well, I'm just being myself. But I interviewed, I had Daisy Egan, who was Tony Award winner, come on the show. Mm-hmm. And she told, Susie, not Daisy. It was Joan Ryan. And she was telling me how she had just done an interview for CNN, or Good Morning America, wherever Matt Lauer is, one of those morning shows. Oh. And and she said, I've been interviewed by so many people, and I recently was on the show with Matt Lauer and blah, blah, blah. And she said that the interview that I did with her was the best interview that she's ever done. And that is such a compliment. And I know you get that all the time as well. And I think the best hosts are the people who really love their jobs, love people, and especially you got to love to talk. So I'm sure that you get that all the time, right? Now,
I do.
You are, I understand that you're going to be the guest speaker also at the Show Me the Money. Oh, now we love that. I mean, right? Oh my God, that is just part of my everyday speech when someone wants me to do something like show me the money. Okay, so you're going to be a guest speaker at the Show Me the Money seminar and workshop, and that's happening on April 27th. And you're going to be speaking on how you lost over 100 pounds in 1 year. And I believe that the CEO of Weight Watchers, David Kirchhoff, was your mentor. So my question is now, I like to call myself fluffy. I am a fluffy person, and I have been trying to lose 100 pounds for like 100 years, it seems like. I have not been successful. I am so addicted to the sugar. I can't tell you. My husband he said he's going to put a padlock on the fridge. Now, with me, it's not salty or greasy stuff. With me, it's sugar. I cannot get enough iced tea. I drink Arizona sweet tea. I can drink a gallon in one day. I know it's terrible, but sugar is my thing. And I know for a fact it's very hard to lose weight. So I just bow at your feet for being able to lose over 100 pounds in 1 year. And I did go to your website where you had given some of the tips. You had some really great, I believe six, I guess, keys to weight loss. And I just would love for you to tell me about those and maybe give some advice to people who want to lose weight as well.
Well, I did. I've lost now probably about a good 115 pounds now, and I'm always going to be a work in progress. Mm-hmm. When I first started, the CEO of Weight Watchers, David Kirchhoff, was and still is my mentor.
Wow!
And I thank him for that. He's wonderful.
How did that come to be that you end up getting? I mean, most people got to get like an assistant who's a barista by the day and then works part-time at Weight Watchers. How did you end up getting David Kirchhoff? How did that happen?
This is a funny story. I actually was going to the Grove. You know where the Grove is over in LA?
Yeah.
I was going to the Grove to Nordstrom's basically just to buy some lipstick. And I walked through, and all these people were out there, so I just kind of hung around and see what was going on. And this gentleman was standing next to me. At the time, I did not know that he was the CEO of Weight Watchers because he had on shorts and,
Right.
But he was there to promote his book on Extra.
Okay.
So we were just chatting, and I just happened to mention to him that I was very interested in losing weight, how I had just lost my mother, my father, and my sister, all three to massive heart attacks. And I wanted to try to do something different, to help my family as well as help myself. And so he was telling me that he was there because he had wrote a book called Weight Loss Boss. And again, still I didn't know he was the CEO and president of Weight Watchers. So next thing I knew, he took me by my hand and put me up on the stage.
Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh!
And that's where he told me he was going to mentor me because I didn't know. I didn't know who he was.
Wow, that must have been so exciting. Now you went on to be featured on Extra twice with the CEO.
I was, yes,
right?
Yes. I think I went back on after I had lost, 77 pounds or so. They had me back on. And I still hear from the producers even to this day. They're coming on saying they're really proud of me and, keeping up with what I'm doing. But I was taught, and how Dave and I stayed in contact, we Skyped with one another mainly because, the office is in New York. So that's how we did it, and emailed each other. And so I learned kind of slow, starting out with Weight Watchers because they were saying, to eat certain foods and then to exercise. Well, I was too heavy to exercise because if I did it for 5 minutes, I was out of breath.
Oh, yes, Lord. Woo!
So I got a bicycle and I did it for I started off with 5 minutes at a time until I worked it up.
I like that. 5 minutes. You can, I think.
5 minutes.
I think 5 minutes. I could commit to that. 5 minutes. When you break it down.
Well, yes, I think so.
I think 5 minutes, I could do it. I don't know, though. Sometimes I walk up 3 steps. I'm like, oh, no, I got to take a break.
Well, see, that's what I was doing.
I need a Snickers break right now. Come on now. I need some energy to get up the rest of these steps. No, it's terrible. But I really liked your 6 bullet points. You started out with number 1 being have a plan, establish some goals, and write them down. Failure comes when you don't have long-term plans. I think that's for every aspect of your life. Number 2, get a journal and write down everything you eat. If it's inconvenient to write things down while you're dining out, take a picture with your phone and record the details later. That was an awesome piece of advice. I really love that. That's important.
Thank you.
Number 3. Now, this my mother has always told me, and I'm like, what? This is crazy. Brushing your teeth, eating right a routine, because if you feel my grandmother would say, if you feel hungry, brush your teeth, it'll take your appetite away. And I just never really put stock in it, but it does actually. And then you say, with such hectic schedules, so many wind up picking up takeout food instead of planning and cooking healthy meals, which is true.
Right.
Number 4, learning to eat in moderation. That's always been a problem, because if it doesn't look like I'm eating for 4 or 6, I think that I'm not getting enough protein. But you do have to learn that. Stick to 3 meals and 2 snacks a day. Try to incorporate 5 fruits and vegetables, 6 to 8 liquids, 3 fats, and 3 milk products into your menu plan. Number 5, start exercising. Begin with 5 minutes on a stationary bike, walking for 10 minutes a day. Sounds simple. As it becomes easier, increase the time. I like this. Always put your workout clothes at the foot of your bed. Once you get up, you won't have to hunt for your clothes and you're ready to go. Who would have thought of that?
Right.
That is a great tip. And the last one, always have a to-go bag with you. Pack your water, almonds, string cheese, a banana, apple, or other healthy snacks to take with you. This will maintain you until the next meal and will keep you out of that dreaded drive-through. I mean, it is great. Those are great tips. This is wonderful advice. So based on these, this is what you did. This is what you stuck to, and that's how you did it.
Absolutely.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. That is incredible. So you are definitely a success story. So I guess that's what led to your next project, which was that you have a new cookbook that's coming out being published this year, correct? Is that what led to that?
Yes. I'm so excited. Yes.
What's it called? Where can we get it? What's it all about?
Well, you know what? I'm dealing with the publishers right now with the book. And to be honest with you, I don't even really haven't entitled it yet. Oh. But it will be coming out very soon as we can come up with that part of it. But it's a small book, because it's not real big or anything. It's small. You can probably put it in your purse or carry it in your car with you, just to keep it with you to get some hints and things that I put in there. But I'm real excited about it. What I did along my entire journey is I took photos of everything that I prepared. Now, let me tell you, I could cook, and I was labeled as a very good cook, but now I'm labeled as a gourmet chef almost, because I learned how to cook in another way, more healthy, and my foods are very, very good, because I learned how to cook with a lot of different spices and seasonings. Yeah. So I don't use salt and stuff like that. I use, the herbs and things. I cook so good now. And I have dinner sometimes for friends, and I have them come over and eat. They have not a clue that they're on my program with me.
Oh.
They just think I'm just a gourmet chef.
Wow, that's a little sneaky thing, Sheila. Now, did you have to take culinary classes to learn this new way of cooking, or read books, or how did you learn to extract and replicate the new ingredients?
To be honest with you, I learned it with my Weight Watcher cookbooks.
Oh, okay.
Because I have almost all of them. Okay. And so I started reading a lot of the material in the books, and they all seem to have that about, using different seasonings and staying away from it. Because my body does not like salt. If I have salt, I'm blowing up. Yeah. So I learned how to cook with the seasonings and make the food taste really, really good.
Oh, boy. Well, we're excited about this book. Now, will the book be available on a Kindle as well, which is what I think most books. I don't have a Kindle personally, but everybody says, you can have the book on the Kindle. Is it going to be? It's going to be a physical book, but are you also going to have it available for people to purchase on their Kindle on Amazon or an app?
Yes, ma'am.
You're going to do the app at the App Store. Oh my gosh! So do we have? What do we think?
All the above. Yes.
Your team is doing that now. Okay, so we have to.
Well, that's true. That's true.
Now, are we going to expect this by Christmas so we can get these for Christmas gifts for our family members? Because I want one. I want an autograph one, though.
I will do that for you for sure.
Thank you. Is this possibly going to be out by the end of the year, or?
Yes, it will. It will.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, so everybody, you have to stay tuned. Go to Sheila's website because we have to get this book. Who doesn't like to give books? Everybody needs to lose weight. I think most of the world needs to lose a pound or two. So this would be a great Christmas present. I'm all over it. I'm going to be ordering multiple copies. So
thank you.
Yeah, so let's make sure we go to Sheila, to Sheila's website, and hopefully there will be information on there. Now, when I went to your website, I saw that you also had some really cool stuff. You have an O boutique, so I saw some jewelry on there, and I was liking it. Are these all original pieces, or do you have people make them for you, or do you make them?
No, there is a person that makes the jewelry. I met her, I guess about maybe 2 years ago, and she was asking if I was interested. She says, I see that you really love jewelry, and I said, yes, and I have a lot of it. But she was asking me if I would be interested in having Sheila O, a line of Sheila O jewelry. So we're going to see what happens with it. I have the Sheila O caps, of course, too.
The Sheila O. I see the hats, the pink one and the black one. They're really great.
Mm-hmm.
That is a perfect gift to give out at the Sheila O Award Show. There you go. I've just given you an idea for what to give out to your audience. Yay!
And those are my models, Jennifer and Prince. Both of those are my models, and so I appreciate them doing that because everybody's not going to let you put their face on their website. But they did, so I do. Those are my models. Mm-hmm.
That's right. Yeah, she's real pretty. So if you want to check out Sheila's jewelry, go to SheilaOShow.com, and it's under the O Boutique. The O Boutique. Yeah. So hopefully there will be more jewelry and stuff offered, and we can order up a storm. Now, you have a production company called Sheila La Productions, which is a really great name for a production company. What do you do at Sheila La Productions?
Well,
right? We already know the award show, obviously, but do you do original? Do you do like short films or web series? Do you produce any film type stuff, television?
Well, you know what? We're working on documentaries right now with the production company.
Fun.
That's what we're working on, documentaries. Mm-hmm.
Oh, I love documentaries. I'm also a screener for the Burbank Film Festival, and I just finished, I think it was like 32 short and feature documentaries, and I was in heaven because I love them so much. But that's very exciting. Now, you also, I understand, have O Records. What do you do with O Records? You're pumping out, you're spitting out some raps, or what's going on?
Well, you know what? Well, I actually have been working a little bit on my first CD. Nobody knows this, so I guess I'll go ahead and let the cat out of the bag. But
yes,
I am working on my first CD this year, and a lot of people don't even know that I sing, and that is actually one of my loves too, is to sing. And so I will be coming out with some beautiful love songs, hopefully by the end of the year.
What? Sheila? Oh, woo, we're getting an exclusive scoop right here on the Question Reality Radio Show. Well, I expect an autographed copy of the CD and to play next time when you come on the show. We're going to play some of the songs. Would you come back and let us play some of your songs? for our
Absolutely,
millions.
I will. Be happy to.
Our millions of audience. Oh my gosh, are these original love ballads?
Oh, yes, it will be original, yes.
Oh my! So you write, or you have somebody to write them for you, and you're just...
Well, actually, I'm writing some of them right now myself, but I also have some other producers with
Oh
me.
my gosh, that is so exciting! That is going to be thrilling you to no end, because I can tell you might have been keeping this talent secret a little bit from most of the people, and you're breaking out. You're breaking out, CD.
I am.
Oh my gosh. Well, please come back on the show after the CD, or maybe before, and we can promote it and get you lots of exposure and play it. Now, let's move into the career advice portion of our show so that we can help people who are aspiring to achieve the level of success that you have. First, I want to start out with when Sheila O was a little girl, a little Sheila O, like the half O. What did she dream of doing for a career when she grew up?
You know what? This is amazing that I, as a child, wanted to be a singer, and I also wanted to be a talk show host. And at the time, Sally Jesse Raphael was the only woman, I believe, on television as a talk show female at that time. And that's what I wanted to be there, and I liked her red glasses.
Oh, I
wanted to be a talk show.
They were huge. Oh my gosh, you couldn't even see her face. You just saw those glasses reflecting off the camera. Oh, and her little tiny nose. And they always were way down at the edge of her nose, and I was just waiting for them to fall off. I didn't even know what she was saying. I was waiting for the glasses to slide off. Amazing.
But I just thought that was so cool. You know,
yes.
I wanted to do that.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. I think I got inspired when I was seeing Oprah, and you like who you like. Like, for example, my favorite. I'm very picky with who hosts are, because you got to have a certain feeling for me. I'm not just attracted. Like, my talk show idols are Ryan Seacrest and Graham Norton, BBC's The Graham Norton Show. I think that, and most people don't know who Graham Norton is, but I don't know why, because every single A-list celebrity in the world is on his show. What I think is amazing about Graham Norton is that he can interview 4 to 6 A-list celebrities and be able to keep the interest of these A-list celebrities who are interviewed millions of times constantly. Matt Damon, I was last show, he was just saying, this is the best talk show that I have ever been on. This guy is a brilliant host, and it takes a special person to be able to be a host, as you know. So what do you feel is who do you feel is the absolute best host of any entertainment medium? Who have you really, really looked up to and inspired you?
Oprah.
Yes, Oprah.
Absolutely, sure. Oprah.
Absolutely.
For sure.
For sure. And I think everybody would say that. And now, what characteristics, what 3 characteristic traits do you feel that it takes to make it as a host, a great host?
Number 1, you really have to be yourself. You have to be confident, and you have to be yourself. You have to love what you do. This is not for everybody. Right. Everyone cannot do this because you don't have a love for it. Mm-hmm. So when you feel this deep down inside, if this is your passion, then you know this is for you. But you have to really want it, and you have to love what you do.
Absolutely. Now, what do you feel are the do's and don'ts when pursuing a career as an entertainment host? There's so many. There's so many.
Yes.
Don't sleep with anyone to get to the top is number 1.
Number 1. Number 1, do not sleep. That's true. Do not do that. You don't have to do that.
No, you don't. And there's still people doing that. That's so passé, but they're still doing it. They're just spread eagle all over the place in Hollywood. You don't have to do that, my God.
No.
And I would say some of the do's are obviously show up on time, be responsible, reliable, trustworthy. There's so many flaky people out here, Sheila O.
Yeah, and you have to be professional in your craft. You can't like you were saying, you don't have to do those things, especially as a man even too. You don't have to sleep around.
I know, because I'd be the first one getting those hot 18 to 20-year-old boys. Yeah, I love that shit host my radio show. Come on up and sit on my lap. No, it's not true. But yeah, you just have you have to really put more stock in yourself and have more respect for yourself, because talent, you can sleep your way to the top, but you better have the talent to stay there. Right.
Right. So I think being professional in what you're doing, and always treat somebody the way that you want to be treated.
Absolutely. And now, what do you feel? What on your way up the ladder of success as an entertainment host? What are all the things that you should be doing to promote and prolong your career options?
Well, I think you still have to you can't just say, I want to be a talk show host without getting some kind of education. You need to study. You need to learn what it is that has to go from A through Z on that set. You just don't walk out there. You've got to know. I learned everything. I learned cameras. I learned how to edit. I learned sound. I learned audio. I learned lighting, the grip, everything. So no one can tell me now, this, because I know. You know what I'm saying? So I think education will help you along this journey.
Absolutely. So any classes in college, if it's related to speaking, like obviously communication, so oral speaking classes, acting classes help, comedy improv classes help, anything where you're having a constant interaction. Now, Sheila, what was I love your name so much, I have to go Sheila. I got to go the whole name. The whole name. Can't just stop it, Sheila. Sheila. Isn't that, wait a minute, I'm having a Prince flashback moment here. Sheila O. Wait a minute. Was that the girl on Purple Rain? Oh, what am I? No, Sheila E. Sorry, Sheila E. Not Sheila O. Okay, Sheila E. Okay. What was the weirdest thing that happened to you during an interview that would have probably thrown a novice for a loop, and how did you handle the situation?
Well, my very, very first show, the very first one, they didn't show up. So I was nervous and scared half to death, and I'm like, what am I going to do? This was going to make me or break me.
Yeah.
So I thought real quick, as I always do, and I ran out to my car, and I had a DVD that someone had just given me. And I came back and I talked to this the director in the studio, and I asked him. I said, "We've got to switch this thing. We had everything written out. I told him we just got to change this whole thing, and we had to do it in 5 minutes."
Wow.
So I had him play the DVD of the songs. I just happened to know what they were and who wrote them and everything, and I just introduced the videos. That's what I did.
Oh,
and I knew then that this was for me, because I thought quick on my feet, and I was able to do it. But both of the guests that I had for my first show, neither one of them showed up because they said they forgot. Well, I wasn't. I was my first show, so they didn't care. I bet they won't do that now. But
no. Now, what was the most? What's the most? I guess, what's the most important thing that a person should remember when interviewing? Oh, I'm going to say a celebrity, but maybe anybody, but maybe a celebrity, or you could take both of it. What do you think is the most important thing you should remember?
Well, I think because I've done so many of them, and I think even you need to know who you're interviewing. You don't want to say the wrong thing to them. You know what I'm saying? You need to know a little bit about the person.
Do your research.
Yes, absolutely. Because you can make yourself look really crazy.
Oh, yeah.
And you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean.
Yeah.
So you have to know that I really say that to someone that's in this business, especially if you're interviewing someone. Please do some research and know exactly what you're talking about.
Absolutely. Now, this is going to be a weird question. We have 1 minute, and I think I thought I want to ask a question. I know it goes so fast, Sheila, doesn't it? My God! Everybody who interviews with me says it feels like it's 5 minutes. Okay, what's an interview question that should be banned from all the red carpets events?
I think when you want to start digging into someone's personal life.
Yeah.
Because a lot of them don't want to talk about their personal lives. They want to, that's private.
Yeah.
So I think if you stick to what it is that the person is doing, their work that they do, I think it's not good to start digging into to their personal lives. That's what I think.
I know. It's very embarrassing. And it's so awkward. It makes it so awkward for the people watching it, because I've seen that done with interviews with celebrities, and it just, some of them are very, very good at handling it, but some of them don't handle it well at all. And you can just see they're annoyed. Okay, so I cannot believe this, Sheila O, but we have completed our interview today.
Oh my gosh, I had a ball. This was wonderful. Thank you.
You know, I'm so bummed out because I have 17 questions and I didn't even get to ask you all of them. So you know what that means, does it? You have to come back on the show. You just have to.
I will, I promise.
Because I didn't even get to the email questions. I have 5. Well, I had more than that. I had 23 at last count. When I announced you today to be on the show when I was promoting, we had 23 emails, and I have questions from people, and I didn't get to those. So I apologize profusely to the people who I didn't get to ask Sheila the questions, but we got her to commit coming back on the show. So I will take these questions that you asked, and when she comes back on, it'll be the first thing that we go over. So stay tuned for that. So Sheila, please let me know. Our slots go fast. We're usually booked 6 months to a year. So please let me know when you can come back on. I'd love to promote your book for the Christmas season. So maybe we can get you back here in December or November. But let me know when you can come back, and let's get you booked for sure, so that we can get cover all things Sheila O. Well, I was a little nervous, Sheila O, about interviewing you, because you're just like, it's almost like talking to God, right? So, I mean, how does a host interview another host? It's kind of awkward, right? It's like, oh, am I good enough? Oh, she's so spectacular. I hope I do a good job. I hope I don't ask dumb questions. So I had to write all these.
You did a fabulous job. You did fabulous.
Oh, God. Thank you, Sheila. Oh, my God. Well, thank you, everybody, for tuning in. Please check out Sheila O's website. Again, SheilaOShow.com. She's got a book coming out. She's got the Sheila O Award Show. She's got lots of exciting things happening. So please follow it. I'm excited. And I want to be an audience member so I can win a hat. So please.
Oh, absolutely. You'll hear from me. You'll hear from my people, okay?
Yes, please have your team call me. Okay, well, say goodbye to your fans, Sheila.
Well, thank you. Thanks, everyone, for listening. This was awesome. I enjoyed it. Thank you so much.
And Sheila, for people who missed it, the show will be available tonight after 8 o'clock, and people can listen to it 24 hours. So send an email out and have them listen to your interview, because you gave such great advice. I'd hate for anyone to miss that. Thank you, Sheila, for being on the show. Thank you, everyone, for listening. We'll see you next week on Question Reality. Bye.
Bye.
You're listening to Question Reality. Question Reality with Priscilla Leona. Only on LA Talk Radio.